And so here I am. It's almost 4th of July, and I'm swapping the wheels between these two Priuses. Okay, and you know, I was a really good project manager when I was in IT. Okay, so I know how to mitigate risks and all that stuff with things that I know about and I've experienced with. But you know, I know me. I'm not perfect, and I don't know everything. But I am willing to give it a shot. You know, like it doesn't matter what it is. You know, even if I'm untrained. And so I told myself to, you know, as I've been working on these cars, I'm eventually going to be live streaming and talking more to everyone, but felt like I had to record this because there's like so much going on the internet about me right now in the Prius community, and it's like no one hears from me. And so, you know, it may sound like I might jump from different topics, okay, and points, but as long as you can piece it all together and hear me in my heart, that's all that matters right now. Because, you know, it's like I don't understand how people who never even, you know, done business with you can be so adamant that you are, let's just say, what they believe you to be, okay? That they'll go around and they'll tell everybody that this is what they think you are, with no, like, I mean, if you think about it, okay? They are saying that I'm a scam artist because of delays, okay? I mean, if you go ask any off-road Baja truck driver how long it takes them to get struts or parts from King suspension, okay? Granted, okay, I'm sure King probably lets them know before they order, okay, or communicates to them that it's gonna take some time, okay? And of course, everyone's always gonna want to know, well, then when will it be, or when can I get it? Okay, and so for me, in my head, it's like, if I don't have, it's not want to say good news, but if I don't have any news that I can rely on to tell someone an update about something, you know, sure, some people think that they should have open communication. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have, you know, like flowing, outgoing communication. I'm not saying that. I guess my point is, you could be one man trying to do a lot, and at the end of the day, there's certain things that you just can't get to, and you have to pick your battles. You also have to hire people, okay? And so, you know, when you look at the negative reviews, okay, everybody is just saying that no communication, no customer support, okay? And because in my brain, how can you have horrible customer support if you don't give customer support? If you don't respond to emails, how is that horrible and awful and horrible experience? That means you just didn't have an experience at all, you know? So that's the one point, okay? And yeah, like I said, if I didn't have the information I needed to know to provide a customer, and this is why I'm hiring people, more than one. That way, there's people out there who can respond to that stuff for me, while I handle, you know, new product development and just making sure products that I have already developed are in stock at the fulfillment company. Okay, because that's kind of like where, and what happens is you have this guy, Nick. He's the one who started all this, okay? Nick. And it was like, you know how people can, well, maybe you don't know, but you know, you can have people who don't like you because you post videos of your Prius with the drone often, and they just don't like that. They, oh, why do you post your Prius with the drone all the time? Well, because that's just what I want to do. So you're gonna not like me and have this opinion of me that you're gonna then spread and tell everybody. And you know, it's easier to, you know, say something negative than it is to say something nice. And so, and everyone wants to be a part of something, okay? Because a lot of people out there, they just don't have family, they don't have something to be a part of. So if they can see something that they can be a part of, they are gonna hop on it, because that's the big thing right now. The most of the vocal people saying, oh, scammer and all this stuff. They're not even customers. And that's the other piece I just don't get about. Like, how can you form an opinion on someone in a different state, okay, and you only see what they post online? You don't know anything about their ordering system. You don't know how they do their order. You know nothing. But yet, because for whatever reason, and maybe for me, I've never been scammed by social media, scam. And I'm sure a lot of people have been. So, they are more ultra sensitive to stuff than I am. And so it's just like, yo, you really think I'm out here trying to I'm working on a Prius. Okay, most of the videos you see me post, I'm sweating in a parking garage working on a Prius. So how does it make any sense in the world for me to have malintent? You know what I mean? Like, why would I be out there scamming people? Why? See, this is the problem with the lifted Prius. Well, this one's lifted. Okay, it's my first time lifting it up to put larger tires on it. So I gotta go higher. I guess to me, it makes no sense why I personally would do any type of scamming. And I left corporate America where, whew, that's a gap there, huh? I left corporate America to do Prius stuff, or let's just say projects like integrating Goldman Sachs into the system that verifies a person is who they say they are within milliseconds before they apply for Apple Pay, based on quite a different few factors. Okay, or the guy who helped implement banks in America and insurance companies into a system that if someone is spoofing their number and they're calling in, the banks can know that that number is being spoofed and not the actual customer. Because they can put one of those apps on their phone, or change the caller ID, call into the bank on your behalf, and the bank thinks it's you, and then boom, you've had fraud committed. And so, I worked as the guy who helped protect consumers. Like, why? I guess that's my other thing. Is like, why would people go to? I gotta go a little higher, and I don't have hardly any more room on this jack. Why? And I get it. I haven't. There it goes. I didn't give updates, and so they're just led to believe what they want to believe. But then in my head, it goes to like, how someone can give their full transparency and their truth, right? And then you have those people that say, oh, you're just giving excuses, or you're bullshitting, or they say everything that's opposite of what you're actually trying to do, because they're just cynical people who have nothing better to do with their time than sit and post negativity online. So it's like, I might as well stay quiet until I have what I need in place to tell people what they need to know. They've been waiting for. So with that, okay, I know that battery's not running out, but with that said, folks, when I tell you that I started this to help the Prius owners, not to do them any harm, I truly mean that. And to think that I started this, I launched all of this right after lockdown lifted. So if a manufacturer of mine, one of their employees contacted COVID, what do you think happened? For 2 weeks, they had to shut down. And then let's just say they had to do that once a month, or once every other month for 6 months. Almost a whole year. That would mean that a company might not be able to, especially a company who is new, who doesn't even know their demand yet. So, they could be purchasing small batches just to, get a feel for it, and then boom, got a huge batch of people ordering. Okay, let me ramp up. Oh, you guys are closed for 2 weeks, dang. And since, this is your first time doing this type of company, you don't know that. You should have had a backup manufacturer waiting with, the CAD files and requirements, and have already popped out prototype parts based on your designs that will fit. You wouldn't know that until you're like in a position where you needed that. And so, you know, you get to that point and you're like, all right, you're in reactive mode. You're not in proactive mode anymore. Okay, and then next thing you know, you got all these people out there trying to say you're a scammer who've never bought from you because of delays, because you haven't given updates to people, because you don't have an update, because you're like, whoa, what the heck do I do now? Because this just popped up on me. I didn't have a contingency plan for this. Okay, and then so, you know, your manufacturer, they start popping out stuff for you. You're like, all right, cool, this is gonna work. This is working now. Okay, let's do this. But then what happens is, you know, let's just say month 1, okay, you had 25, 30 orders. Month 2, you had 45, 50. Month 3, you had 60, 65, 70 orders. Okay, now you hadn't shipped out month 1 orders yet, but you're about to. Okay, but you're already 3 months behind. And so what happens is, those people who placed the order month 1, they start reading these comments like, oh, he's a scammer. Oh no, I need to go ahead and get my money back. And they immediately start doing chargebacks. So then you get half of those first month people doing chargebacks. And I don't know if you know this, but when you do a chargeback on a company, their bank accounts gets debited for that amount right away until they resolve the complaint. So let's just say, you know, a company had already bought parts based off of the orders. And then, well, then what happens then? Oh, you're probably right. You know, the first few months, you know, they're working through it, you know, because they're still getting orders and things are offsetting, so it's not like they're in the negative. But then, you know, those who, you know, keep reading, yeah, I did a chargeback because they gave horrible customer service when there was none. How's there horrible? The next thing you know, month 3 is around. Next thing you know, those month 2 people, a few of them start doing chargebacks. Month 3 people, they start doing chargebacks. And then next thing you know, you're in the negative. And you're like, whoa, wait a second. Whoa, and then next thing you know, wait a second, why is the business account, you know, taking money from my personal savings to cover those negatives? Oh no, wait, hold on. And then next thing you know, you're in like this huge, like, snowball of, okay, let me get myself out of this mess that I wouldn't have even been in if these people who never even order from me, who are in states that are not as open-minded, let's say, as Californians, you know, they're from those states and they're the most vocal, and you can hear the hate in their words when you read them. But then as soon as you start to say something along the lines of, wait a second, this sounds more than just about parts. Because if you've never ordered from me and you have this hate in your tone, what's really going on with you? And you're like completely promoting the competition and saying that my parts are horrible, and when you've never even seen them. So now you have these people with a false belief that I make horrible parts, I don't ship them out, and I'm a scammer. All because Nick, he decided that's what's on his mind and that's what he's going to tell people about me. How about them apples? So this tire's on. This is the reason why I thought to myself I didn't want to be talking so much, because I wouldn't get as much done. That's off the ground. Let's take that wheel off and put that wheel on. And so there you have it, folks. I know that many of you watching this, you are my fans, my loyal ones. I thank you, because you know what? You best believe I have every plan, and when I just plan, I'm working my ass off just to make sure that all the back orders are able to be sent out, and not only that, that I'm able to produce a lot more and a lot better quality parts. So I feel like you guys need to hear this. If you haven't heard from me in email, and my plan is I've got someone, 2 people actually, who are going to be helping me with email communications and online social stuff. That way I don't have to focus on it, and I won't, you know, because for me, this is my business, my livelihood. So, you know, it's personal, to say the least, versus just all business for me. And so I don't want to, well, these days, I was able to take my emotions out of it, okay? Because I realized that these people, they're just, wait a second. Oh, for a second here, I'm like, wait a second. I didn't know that Gen 2 had disc brakes on it. No, this isn't the Gen 2. The Gen 2 doesn't have disc brakes yet. I guess the point is, like, hey, what was that? I forgot what I was trying to say. I got thrown off the topic. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry, y'all. That's on there. That's on there. Where are other bolts? Because what do I do here? How do I do this? I only have 2 jack stands with me right now. And we're swapping these wheels. Okay? And so the 2 jack stands are on this car. And then I had to use the bottle jack to get this one side up in the air on jacks. And then I took the bottle jack off and used it along with the scissor jack to lift the other car. That way I can do, let's just do that for now. Okay, so I need the other ones. Anywho, okay folks, I don't remember where I just left off at, and I need to find these bolts. My headlamp is going down, dead, and I just wanted to get you all that bit of information, so hopefully after you watched it, and you know, because you know what's going to happen, they're going to share this. Oh, look, he posted a video. Listen to him. He's making excuses. He's bullshitting. Fuck y'all. Because you know what? It takes a lot more energy to be a happy, positive thinking person than it does a negative Nancy. And if you're going to be a negative Nancy, I truly, it's like, what's going on in your life? I hope everything's going well, because you don't have to be so nasty. So with that, stay positive, y'all. Okay? And you know, if you could, try to be more like me, where I want people to see my bright, shining light energy so that they get inspired by me and don't have a cloud over their head like these negative Nancy's out there. And if you've seen this video and then you have seen their negative Nancy words about me, copy this URL to this video, and because you know they got me kicked out of groups. Okay, they like went and told the admin stuff, and certain admins were like, oh my god, I guess he is a scammer, and gave me the boot out of the groups. So if you notice, I'm not in certain groups, and then that's where they do a lot more talking about me. Post a link to this video or some of my other videos when they get out there being how they are, and don't say nothing else, just post a link to my video, because what's going to happen is, let's say you do that, and then 10 other people do that. Next thing you know, 20, 30, 40, 50. Next thing you know, all of the hundreds of customers that we've had that are happy, they start doing the same thing, and boom, my army that's been sitting and waiting and building is there to shut them all up for good. So, y'all have a great evening. I need to find these bolts, because there's 5 there, okay? There's 1 there. That's there. Oh, there they are. Yeah, let me finish this. Y'all have a great evening. Okay, we'll talk soon. Bye now.